Whatever this delusion is that you guys will ever be able to compete with me, let go of it. Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? What the fuck is happening here? 12 people. What the fuck? What's going on? This will be the fucking easiest shout outs I ever did. Ready? Sally, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Dave, FGF Productions, Ronan 456, D Gainey. Yeah, that's that. What is happening? Is something special going on I don't know about? I don't know. I just got home. I haven't heard anything. What's the deal? The fuck? Very, very strange. It's been slow, but not that slow. Let me see what you guys have to say. I don't even know if any of you are really here. If you've just, like, I don't know. Maybe you just stopped in. Does that count? Would that count towards live viewership? I don't know, Sally. I'm very confused. Very, very confused. 24 people. Wow, we're really getting up there now. The fuck is going on? This is very bizarre. I had this show scheduled for like, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours. Not sure what to say about this. Did anybody get notifications? Dave's here. All right, good. I guess we'll have to just wait and see what happens. It's all your fault, FBS. You're the bad guy. I know. Sally said you're early. I am. I'm 10 minutes early. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, you got a notification? Good, Dave. I'm glad somebody did. Chicago. Got the Arizona kid good. I saw the paperwork. You mean last night or new stuff today? Has there been new stuff? All I saw was the one paper with the four, I think it had 4 charges, something like that. Fill me in. Guys, I what a waste of fucking time today. Holy shit, man. I was determined to get 2 things today. 2 things that I wanted. One that I wanted, one that I needed. I fucking drove around for the last, I don't know, 2.5 hours. Didn't get a single thing. Let me tell you how fucked up Lancaster County is. This is why I do everything in New York. This is one of the reasons. There was a special type of store I was trying to go to, right? And I Googled where these stores are, like around here. Closest one is in Mount Joy, which is where Shanna grew up. Okay? Now, I don't know much about that area. This store, and this is like the 3rd or 4th time this has happened to me with Lancaster fucking County. This store was not a store. It was a house. It was a fucking house. And when I pulled into the driveway, I see that there's 3 cop cars parked in there. And it's not like you could tell whoever these cops were lived there. You know what I mean? They were like undercover cop cars. And that's all I needed to see. And I turned around and left. But yeah, it wasn't even marked. Like, this store shows up on Google, but when you pull in the driveway, there's nothing that even resembles a store a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't know. These fucking rednecks are weird, man. They do some funky shit. Like, why would you have a store in a house and not even have it marked as the store? So when people are looking for it, they know, oh, it's right here. You know what I mean? Like, the address is like 2489. Okay. Actually, I just made that up. I don't remember what it was, but let's just say it was that. You just got, you could go by the address. That's it. But you're confused because it's like, well, that's the address, but there doesn't appear to be anything here. It's fucked up, man. I swear to God, country people blow my mind. No response from Romano on this whole deal? Chicago got Rick Nomano good. Yes, Rick Nomano. I forgot. That's what we got to call him from now on. Hey, as we've established on the first show, apparently Nick wants to go to war with us. This is a very strange move. But he's been saying that for a while now, right? No response. Playboy Johnny Russo. What up? Viganey, I got a fortune cookie today. It said JC is a male crossdresser. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to talk about him, aren't we? That's right. Let me see something. Chicago Muscle. Hey, guys, working on a project right now, but don't forget to join the new live site and watch the new MobTube movie tonight. There's the link, and we'll see. What time? 8 o'clock? I'm sure. I don't know. I can only imagine what this is. The Kid is doing a show at 6. The Arizona Kid. That's what we're calling him for now. And the Kid, like Billy the Kid. Nice. He's just returned to slamming yours and CM friends. You talking about what? Bill and Jimmy and shit? Lying informants and their gay MRE. I love it. Beautiful channel name. Nice. Nice. Albert, the truth-telling alligator. Hey, guys. Happy belated birthday, Chris. I was sick the past few days. Well, where's my gift? Kathleen and Sunny Web TV. Be careful, FBS. Stop searching for places that claim they sell gabapentin legally. Oh my God, Kathleen and Sunny Web TV. Oh my God, shots fired. Oh, the fuck. I don't need it. I don't need to get it. Well, I was gonna say legally. I don't need to find it. I get a prescription. Cunt. You know, Kathleen and Sunny Web TV. What hole did you fucking crawl out of? Let me see what your channel says. See how I could fuck with you in different ways. Let me see what your... Oh, shit. Chicago got the bitch. Wait a minute. Can I still go to her fucking channel? Yeah. Let me see. More about this channel. Yeah, nothing. Joined August 21st, 2024. New, huh? Whatever. That's what I was searching for. Legal gabapentin. I said, fuck the fact that I get a prescription. I'm going to go find more legally, though. Yeah, that's what I did. That was a horrible diss, you stupid bitch. You should come up with better than that. I mean, Jesus fuck. We've been here for 3 years. That's the best you can come up with. How about this? I'm going to drop the link for you. Let's see if you and whoever the fuck you are, Kathleen and Sunny, can come on and talk to me. See what you have to say. There's the link in the chat. That's how I do things. You want to talk shit in the chat? Talk shit up here on the panel. Alex Majax, I think I just shouted you out. Not sure, but what's up? Kathleen and Sunny Web TV equals idiot. Yeah. Fucking brilliant diss. Let me see. Chi-Chi? Oh, okay. That's what's up. You a troll? We'll find out if you are. If not, welcome. Anonymous Legion, good evening. Good to see you. A lot of new names in here. A lot? I don't know about a lot. Some new ones, though. Ignorant ass, horrible diss. Yeah, like, oh, gabapentin. Are we back on the gabapentin thing? Oh, my God, you're right. I'm a full-blown fucking junkie. I need detox from a gabapentin immediately. I can't. You see the withdrawals? I'm just shaking like a leaf, and I'm all fucked up. Oh, my God, where's the gabapentin? I need more. Benny Fazio, master criminal. What's good? How you doing, my friend? Kathleen is a friend of me and my scared friends. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Lying informants and their gay MRE. Yeah. You fucking people. What can I say? What is this obsession with gabapentin? I would attack you on your nicotine habit if I wanted to diss you. Yeah. I mean, that would be an actual diss, I guess, because, it's a disgusting habit. I can't seem to quit gabapentin. I have no idea. I'll never understand it, Alex. If the rest of MobTube, if every single individual on MobTube, I'm talking about everybody on all sides. Okay, it could even be SoFlo, could be Chicago Muscle, could be Gunsmoke, could be Lefty, could be fucking Angel, could be all those people, right? Nobody would say a word. But it's me, so it's like, oh, we got to talk about his gabapentin. Meanwhile, Lefty, shoots heroin every fucking night. Less people talk about lefties' drug addiction than they do talk about. Then they talk about my fucking. Less people talk about lefties' heroin addiction than there are that talk about my gabapentin addiction. I don't know. There's less people. No, people. People talk about lefties' heroin addiction less than they talk about my gabapentin use. There you go. There you go. Jesus Christ, that was a tough one. We should talk about the gabapentin crisis in America. Yeah, can't you see how it's affected my life too? I'm a full blown junkie. I can't even fucking. I can't even pay the bills anymore. You know what I mean? We're destitute. We're losing everything because of the gabapentin habit. What does the gabapentin do to me? I couldn't even tell you. I'm not even sure. One time I felt something from gabapentin, and that was when the first day they gave it to me in rehab. It was only 300 milligrams, but I felt fucked up. Like I went in my next group and I was sitting there like nodding. I was like, wow, I fucking feel high. That was the first and only time. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what the fuck it does. It's just one of my prescription medicines I take. I don't know. I guess it helps me sleep. Who knows? Hey, trolls, give us a break tonight and leave us alone. No, they're fun. They're fun. I like them. I smoked more than you, my friend. Is that right? It sucks. Alex Majax, I saw that guy Lefty. He's going to check out live. Yeah, there's no question. Somebody the other day texted me and said that he thinks Lefty is clean. You can't be clean. You can't be on dope. And when I say dope, I don't care if it's heroin or oxy or I don't care. Okay, you're on fucking heroin. It's the same thing. If you're taking oxy, it's no different as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so like if you're on it for that long, to the extent that he's on it, I mean, like where he takes it constantly and he's damn near in an overdose every single fucking show. You can't just quit. You can't just get clean. At least that's my opinion. You'd have to do some sort of detox, So I don't know why this person thinks that. Maybe he's right. I don't know, but I can't see it being possible because you got to get some sort of, at least, I ain't even going to say rehab or treatment, but you got to be detoxed. You know what I mean? Lying informants and their gay MRE. Cat is my daughter's name and Sonny is my nickname. Excuse me, these dorks think they found my old account and have nudes of my daughter of some stupidity. Morons. What? Is that? I didn't even know that was happening. Who said they have that? What the fuck? Yeah, I know. Miss can't be wrong. Everybody takes it for something. It's so widely prescribed. But FBS takes it, so it's like, oh my God, look, gabapentin. Oh my God. I told you when I said to my doctor, I said, the people on YouTube say that I'm not clean because I take gabapentin. And she said, yeah, that's a stupid thing to say. It's not even like a thing. You know what I mean? Like you're using if you're on gabapentin. It's not the way it is. Well, I mean, don't take my word for it. Oh, okay. No nodding the past couple of months looks a bit healthier. Well, I guess that's something, Of course, if you were to ask me why that is, my guess would be that he probably uses it more off screen. But then again, isn't he always on screen? Who knows? I don't know. Let's see. Child's play. Wait until you form a Flintstone vitamin addiction. Pure hell. There you go. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. I'm having trouble speaking today, as you could tell. Yeah, I think it's about the same. Gabapentin and Flintstone vitamins. They're equally as effective, as far as getting you high. Unless you take like Rosso, whatever his name is. He used to fucking take I forget 3,800 at a time, or something like that. 3,800 milligrams, some crazy shit. That's the case. Yeah, you're probably fucked up. Definitely. If you don't mind, I am working advertising. I keep going. Oh, okay. The typical OD is to be clean for a week or two, then go back to your old habits. It's very dangerous. That's 90% of ODs. That is true. GABA is not a non-narcotic. Oh, I'm sorry. GABA is not a narcotic to abuse it. And I did. You need to take a shitload. It's stupid to even say anything about it, idiots. I know. And trust me, they know too. But what the fuck else can they say? They've tried everything with me. You know what I mean? They've tried to go after me for everything, my family for everything, and now they're right back to gabapentin. When they don't have something on their mind that day, it's just let's talk about his gabapentin use. Fuck, I'll talk about it openly. What do you want to know? I take 300 milligrams 3 times daily. I usually take it as soon as I got to take my levothyroxine as soon as I wake up for my thyroid. Then I got to wait about an hour to take the rest of my medicine. When I take the rest of my medicine, I take gabapentin, spironolactone, lisinopril, carvedilol, uh, a baby aspirin. Got to take a baby aspirin every day. Why do I feel like there's more? I think that might be it. I take that in the morning. Then at night, I take like around 9-ish, 10-ish. I take my gabapentin again, along with a hydroxyzine and carvedilol. And at nighttime, I take my trazodone, my gabapentin, and hydroxyzine, and that's it. That's my routine. Just so you guys know, you could use it to, I don't know, somehow make fun of me, whatever you want. It's a non-narcotic, uncontrolled substance. It shows their ignorance when they try to make making gabapentin a diss. I know. Well, there's like a couple of states that made it a controlled substance now just because of the abuse, but yeah, otherwise, no, it's not a controlled substance. It's not a. And the funny thing is, I think they know this. I think they know. I mean, these people are stupid, but you have to know that gabapentin is like a regular, like commonly prescribed medicine. It's non-habit forming. It's not addictive. It's a non-narcotic. It's not a controlled substance. They have to know that, right? You would think. I mean, I told you the first time I took it was after I had the seizure. They gave it to me as an anti-seizure medication. That was 25 fucking years ago. So very confused, these people. They just want anything to pick at me about, anything. Okay, let's just say I chewed gum tomorrow. If I started chewing gum, they would just kill me over it. They would be like, you gum chewing faggot. They'd have some shit to say all day. The rest of MobTube could be chewing fucking gum by the fucking pound. They won't say a word. But me, look at the silly gum chewer. There'd be something to say. How much gum did you have today, Chris? You've been snorting gum? What's going on with the gum? Clowns. FGF, people are idiots and just repeat shit they heard. You mean F? Oh, you talking about Frank Gerard Fratello Production? My bad. I'm still not used to calling him that. Yeah, that's what they do. Speaking of dirty pics, Mike Slick keeps sending them to me, CM. I hear that he sends them to a lot of people. What's going on with Mike Slick? What's the deal, bro? Tell me. By the way, guys, it's kind of an all over the place show, whatever, but if you wouldn't mind donating, I'd appreciate it. First show, I made $20. Yesterday, I didn't do any shows, so if you can, please do. It's like Cat Williams said, the right amount of aspirin can permanently take away a headache. Oh yeah, the right amount, yeah. If their brains were gunpowder, they couldn't blow their noses. Nice. Eat 4 Freds at once and chase with a Betty. Oh my God, now you're talking crazy. That's a lot of vitamins. People like to run their mouths for sport. It is true, though. It honestly is. Like, think about it. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay? Kathleen, thank you so much for giving me a fucking topic for today, you stupid ass. See how that works out for me? Wait, what is this? Oh, I see. Maybe Suboxone or methadone. Yes, very possible. Didn't somebody give him a place to stay? Maybe that was the, prerequisite, like the caveat. You got to you can live here, but you need to get on Suboxone or methadone or something. Maybe, who knows? Anyway, if you think about it, uh, anybody like we have heroin addicts that even if he's been doing good for a couple of months, years of Lefty overdosing on screen, high as a fucking kite on heroin. We've heard him. He'll turn the screen off like this. He'll do this shit, and then you'll hear him snorting fucking pills. Now they'll use that and be like, "Look, we caught FBS snorting." Anyway, I already know. We've heard it. Nobody says a word. There's alcoholics on here like a motherfucker. There's potheads. There's people that I'm sure mess with all types of other stuff, but just that we know of, we could talk about at least two severe alcoholics. You guys guess who they are. I think you know. I mean, you can put the names in the chat. Severe alcoholics. Some not quite severe, but close. Drink all the time. People that take other types of pills, and let's face it, we've known a few over the years, whether they want to admit it or not. All types of people with all types of habits. Nobody says a word. I will spend the rest of my life wondering what the fuck made me so special on here. You know what I mean? And guys, I don't care what you fucking say. You study the psychology of haters. This is not something people do with just anyone. You know what I mean? You got to really, really, really be jealous of a motherfucker. So it's astonishing to me. It's like somehow there's mad people here, but I'm the only one that counts. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. There you go. Yes, subscribe to Chicago Muscle's new channel or else. Baby aspirin, heart attacks, strokes. You know what I mean? If you have heart problems, a lot of the time a doctor will tell you to take a baby aspirin every fucking day as like a blood thinner. Yeah, it's all heart shit, cholesterol shit, I take 900 milligrams of gabapentin in the morning and 900 milligrams at night. It doesn't do shit but take away the pain in my arms, shoulders, and tingling in my hands. There you go. That's good. See, it's got all types of uses. Joe, did you know that by taking that gabapentin, you are now a full-blown junkie? I don't know if you knew that. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but I better see you at every addiction and recovery show now because you fucked up. According to Kathleen and Sunny TV or whatever the fuck that stupid cunt's channel name is, you're in big trouble, man. You're a full-blown addict. What brought this up? Homemade fried chicken. I'm so fucking hungry. So hungry. Oh, Dominic Presti, the troll, who also goes sometimes by Noah. Bye, dickhead. Bye, dickhead. Meanwhile, MRE is off dope and spray paint. Well, that's another one. This is another dude who's on all types of shit. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's been researched. People have spoken to old friends of his and everything else. And he was a heroin addict. And, I say was just because I know he was in the past. I know that for a fact. But as far as, now, I'm sure he still is. I just can't say for sure. You've heard him on here, though, slurring and half knocked out. You know what I mean? Some of that might be drinking or benzos too, but I think he's on the opioids a lot, Nobody says a fucking word. People have had to end their shows because they're too fucked up to go on. Like MRE. Remember that show? He was talking about whatever the fuck history of some Roman history or some shit. And he fucking he was so fucked up. It was the day that I put up the Grinder picture with all his details. He must have thought that I already had his info. I didn't. See, that's how good those guesses were that I made. That day, he must have thought, oh, shit, he knows I'm 5'3". He knows I'm 350 pounds. He knows I'm gay. He knows I live in Providence. He knows all that shit. He knows I have a relationship with a dog. And he just went out and got fucked up. Because when he did a show he was talking like this and he was all over the fucking place. And everybody's like in his chat is like, but man, MRE, maybe you should take a break, take the night off or something, go rest. He's like, I'm sorry, guys. I took a cold medicine or whatever the fuck he said it was. Yeah, okay. You sure did. Just the same way Christopher Moltisanti and that chick. Skiffooz or whatever the fuck her name is. Skiff. Uh, the same way they took cold medicine. Yeah. Sugar addicted gum chewer. That would be the new diss against me. Yeah, without a doubt. Let me see. FBS, you got a. Oh, thank you, Ward. Nobody's donating today. I don't know. Maybe I should have came on yesterday. Not sure. I mean, listen. If I would have came on yesterday, I would have told everybody, don't even worry about it, because I did pretty well on my birthday. But I just I'm asking because, well, quite obviously, there's no such thing as enough money, and because I got to build up that paycheck. It's the end of the month, and it's pretty short. So, Benny Fazio, Master Criminal, FBS, you got to get the fake light build and put it in your mouth. Light bulb, troll the hell out of them. Fake light bulb. Why would that be trolling? I don't get it. I'm not sure. Lefty is with an uncle living in the attic like Greg Brady. Oh, is that right? Okay. Yeah. Well, they probably told him. His uncle probably told him, you got to at least get a methadone or Suboxone if you're going to live here, which is good. Maybe it saved his life. Yeah, they will. I know. Talk about grasping at straws. Yep. Like Uncle Fester. Oh, why? That's what they call me? Yeah, me of all people. Okay, yeah. Like why? You know what I mean? Uncle Fester. I don't even. If I was somebody who resembled Uncle Fester, I guess it would make sense. The one person that really resembled Uncle Fester on here was Code, I believe. I don't know of anyone else. So it's like I'm bald. Oh yeah, I'm Uncle Fester. It doesn't even. It's another just weak diss. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Again, you got me. I look like Uncle Fester. I do. Is that right? Uncle Fester wore glasses and had facial hair, and you know what I mean. Okay, and looked apparently just like Chris Lodrago. All right, whatever you say. Angel and Marla. What about them? Oh, no. The alcoholics? Come on, guys. You know who the alcoholics are. Think through MobTube history. I'm talking about the severe alcoholics. Uncle Bad Time. Well, he ain't even one of them because he wasn't around that long. I didn't include him. But he was probably, I'm going to say, the worst alcoholic. There's only one other person who might compare. He would fucking be so drunk on his fucking shows. That shit was unreal. Like, he would be fucking wasted. I remember he'd be swaying back and forth because he would always like stand against that wall, and he was swaying. He'd be on Josie's show swaying and drunk as fuck. And yeah, you're just the bad guy, FBS. I know. FBS, they just little bitches that ain't got no content. You're fucking right. Be funny if there was a MobTube psychologist. LOL. There is me. There's Chicago's new channel link. Please subscribe or else. Michael Hensley, we love you too. Are you using? You got to use StreamYard to do that. FGF Productions. You can't do it on YouTube. Spray paint. I'm confused. Spray paint. What are we talking about spray paint for? Let me see. I don't know. They do 7-hour shows, high as a kite. What you expect? Yeah, I know. Can you get high on spray paint? Yes. That's a very bad idea, but yes, you can. Alex Vela, let's get together and go flip a tuna can camper. There's an idea. Alex, it's like sniffing glue. Yeah. Irish Green. My bad habit is gambling and a shot of Jameson's to wash down my baby aspirin from time to time. Enjoy the weekend, FBS, everyone. All right. Well, I don't think you're supposed to take aspirin and drink at the same time, though. I know you're probably joking, but don't do that. I think it could lead to bad things. Really, Miss Can't Be Wrong? Yeah, it's been slow. My birthday was real good, but it's been pretty fucking slow. And now Tom Sheehy's gone for a while. I don't even know how long. Uh, so that's an issue. It's definitely an issue. Addicted to oxygen. Yeah. Oh well, that would be another thing. If they couldn't find anything else, they'd be like, look how much he breathes. You know what I mean? Why does he breathe so much? They pick apart anything they can about me, but it's got to be tough because no matter what you guys say, like you're not even good. Like Uncle Fester, that doesn't even make sense. I'd have to look like Uncle Fester for that to make sense. You know what I'm saying? That it doesn't make sense. You'd have to compare me to somebody I don't know who at least slightly resembles me. It's stupid. It's a stupid fucking diss, Uncle Fester. Uh, but they'll try to come up with anything when it comes to me. You know what I mean? They'll try to come up with anything. If they run out of ideas, they'll go to something like Uncle Fester. Let's see. This is Uncle Fester. What the fuck? Where's the resemblance? What do you mean? It's just stupid. It's just something. And they've called other people that in the past too. They usually just bald people. It's something I'll never get. Like if I want to tear a motherfucker apart, and you've seen me do it, I will pick them apart piece by piece. But with me, they got problems because I'm gonna put up a picture later. I'm gonna start making memes of what they think I am, what they think I look like and shit. You know what I mean? You could say all types of things about me, but they're not true. So you're just making up stupid disses and shit. There's not much about me you can knock, guys. You could try to, but there's just not much. That's why you guys hate me so fucking much. If you weren't impressed by me, you wouldn't bother with me. You know what I mean? There's just listen, I'm a cool motherfucker. That's it, period. There's nothing you could do about it. Everything you've tried has backfired on you. Look at Busted Playground. This dickhead had to retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you could say about me. Look at all this shit I could say about you guys. Oh my God. I mean, I'm literally, guys, not to be a dick, but considering what my life was, I've turned my entire life around. You know what I mean? I'm fucking clean and sober. I don't commit crimes any fucking more. I'm a family man. I'm obviously a good husband, good father, good stepfather, good son. You can't say I'm not. You could say I'm ugly all fucking day. And listen, I might not be a looker, but I'm far from fucking ugly. So that doesn't work. It's just like when you used to say Shanna was fat. It doesn't even make fucking sense. She's 120 fucking pounds. You call her fat. Like, what are you talking about? But they'll just say anything. It doesn't have to matter. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just they'll just say whatever they have to. Meanwhile, I will stand next to any one of you motherfuckers, any one of you, and let's see who looks better and who has their shit together more and everything else. I compare myself to you guys in any way, financially, you name it. Of course, you can't even do that because you're too scared to tell me who you are, which is another thing you can't knock about me. I've given you good reason to be terrified of me, and the fact that you remain hidden is proof that you still are terrified of me. That is kind of an addiction, but you'll be okay though. I'm pretty sure. Just watch your heart rate. So boxing is a miracle drug if you take it normally. It is. CM's doing a show tonight, 8:00. He's putting together a movie as we speak. It's better than methadone. Uncle Fester was Sicilian YouTuber. A lot of people don't know that. Oh, yeah, exactly. So dumb. Josie is bad. As far as the alcohol, yeah, there's one. Little Willie William Brooklyn as well. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm talking about content creators. So, but yeah, there's another one. There's who else? You remember Tom? Does anybody remember Tom LaVecchia? This fucking guy is drunk 24 fucking hours a day, like slurring his words and all fucked up. He's had to take shows down and shit because he's so drunk. And I remember him and Josie were trying to diss me one day, and they were like, "Oh, anybody has a drink at all, he'll say they're alcoholics." No. If I see that you're an alcoholic, I'll say that you're an alcoholic. You know what I mean? How many people in here say they just had some drinks or they're going to have some drinks? Good for you. Go have fun. You know, but if I see, if it's plain as day that you're an alcoholic, I'm going to fucking say so. FBS, you look like Mickey Rourke, the actor, today, not when he was good looking. That's hurtful. That's fucked up. He is a monster. Yizzo, what's up, Jesse? Josie gets really drunk and hits the live button. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do, but nobody says a word. Nobody says a word. Remember when Josie went on Angel's show and talked about her private parts and all types of nothing, no controversy, nothing. Nothing. If I do anything, no matter what it is, if I do this too much, because obviously I've destroyed my entire fucking nose and it's fucked forever now, I must be on cocaine. You know, one time I was walking back into a hotel room where I was doing a live. I was out on the balcony. I smoked a cigarette real quick. I was in Ocean City, Maryland, or Wildwood, New Jersey. No, Ocean City, Maryland. And I came back into the room and the fucking the chair was on like a hard tile floor. You know what I mean? It was just a wooden chair. And I went to grab the chair to pull it out so I could sit down, and it slipped a little bit. Joe Bayath and those dickheads for months after that said, look how high he was. Look how fucked up he was in the room. He almost fell. No, I didn't almost fall. I wish I got to go find that video and show you what happened. The chair moved like 2 inches. Like, oh my God, look how fucked up he was. He's wasted. Then this is the best one. I had a ring light on my face. I brought a little ring light with me because I know I was going to be doing lives from the room. And it was like bluish. You know what I mean? And there was fluorescent lights over me too. So I looked a little blue. They were saying I was a Smurf. They were saying that I'm blue. They were saying I'm blue because I'm doing drugs. I'm blue because I'm using alcohol. Meanwhile, it was literally the lights in the fucking room. And they went on with this forever. You guys study me. You could tell how many hairs are in my fucking goatee. Like, you study everything about me. Why? Because I ain't shit to you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You think nothing of me. That's why you're so fucking obsessed. People study my jewelry, my fucking water heater. Look at what some of these sick fucks have done. Can you believe it? Johnny fucking Mac, this weirdo, this dude, oh my God, everything. Every chain I would wear, he would search for a chain. Then he would find like a cheap $2. Like, it wouldn't even be a version of mine. It would be like I started wearing the lion head on the fucking rope chain. So he went looking for just a lion head and he found one that doesn't even look anything like it. It's just a cheap like piece of tin that's gold plated. And it was like 20 fucking dollars. He's like, oh, here's FBS's chain. Try harder, bro. It doesn't even look like my fucking chain. The best thing you could do, find my chain and then Photoshop a price on it. And then, of course, I'll just show you the real price and the receipt and stuff, and you'll feel like an asshole. Everything, man. My shirts, remember, my shirts were a huge topic of conversation. My shirts, it dominated the whole conversation on MobTube. That's why people have no idea. I don't want to hear you talk shit. I don't want to hear you say a fucking thing about what you've gone through on here. You have no fucking idea. Christopher Welty, $9.99. Happy belated birthday, brother Match. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And look at this, Robert B. $5. I dare 10 of you to match my fin. LOL. There you go. There's 2 guys. Both happen to be some of the biggest sponsors of this show, and they're asking you to match. So please do that. Thank you. Remember when my fucking water heater, the stupid ass actually proved that I was telling the truth. He fucked up and proved that I was telling the truth. He took a picture of my water heater, and then the picture I had on my show of the water heater all burnt up. And then what else was it? Oh, and then I think I went in my basement. Yeah, I went in my basement and I took a picture of the brand because he said that I raise money for a water heater. It's another rumor that's been going on forever. That's not even slightly true, not even in the least. Never happened. Never even. I never even said anything that would insinuate I was looking for fucking water heater money. But because my water heater blew, I must have been doing a fundraiser for it. And why do these people think like that? Because that's the shit they do. Like NB, when she faked some shit that happened with her brother, she made up some bullshit story that somebody terrorized her brother or something. And then she fucking tells people the FBI are involved and she needs to take 3 days off work. So please donate to my Cash App. Remember that? You know what I mean? That's why when they see anything, all they do is scam. So when they see anything, no matter how legit it looks, they'll say it's a scam. And this dickhead took a picture of the water heater from the real estate site, which was obviously taken long ago. I think before Shannon even bought the house, I'm assuming. Why else would there be a picture? I don't think they don't come around the house and just start taking fucking pictures randomly. Okay. And then he took the picture I showed on my channel of that same water heater all burnt up. I was like, why did you do this? You just literally proved everything I said word for word. You showed this water heater with the back, the wall behind it and everything. And then you showed a picture of that water heater burnt up. And your whole goal was to try to prove that it never burnt up. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen anybody do in my entire life. And then what I did is I went down in my basement and I took a picture so you could see the same background, everything. And it was a brand new water heater. I was like, thank you. For fucking years, I've been trying to prove that this whole water heater thing is bullshit. You just did it for me. Thank you so much. But they're so desperate. They don't care. They don't even care if they wind up looking stupid. It's just so they have something to say about me. Unbelievable the way they fucking they study everything. Holy shit, man. We had a dude in my hometown too, Miss Can't Be Wrong, who got high sniffing. Think he mainly sniffed gas though. That shit is crazy. I watched the whole thing about huffing. Motherfuckers who just huff like computer cleaner and all these different things and cans of shit. Like, ugh. Or, oh my God, yes, I knew a girl that had that problem. She ended up going to rehab. It helped. And now she's a drug counselor. Like FBS should be. Seriously. Yeah, I should be. And I keep telling myself I'm going to work on that some way, and I never do. He's bald. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. FBS, no resemblance. You're a good-looking man. Don't worry with their bullshit. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. My whole life has proved that I must be pretty goddamn decent looking because, again, for all the shit you guys talk, you have no idea how well I've done for myself. Well, Shanna is a proof, whether you want to say, you'll just say she's ugly or she's fat or you'll just lie about her, but she's a beautiful fucking woman. All right? Beautiful woman. I'm the fucking man. I went to rehab and bagged a nurse. Kind of, sort of, after rehab, but you get my point. I met her there. My exes, we ain't even got to get into it. Okay, trust me, I've done okay. I know my past. I can't be too fucking ugly. And this is the worst I've ever looked in my life, and I'm still not ugly. So fuck off. I know I saw that, Robert. Thank you. I figured FBS was more of a Polish Iranian Dracula. Just kidding. Yeah, I was something. According to Tony Pizza, man, I was everything but Italian. And then look, the guy who's trying to call me out for not being Italian or Sicilian, turns out he's a Maltese. He's not even fucking Italian. Remember? You guys remember for the first year or so, maybe a year and a half, that motherfucker, insisted that he was Sicilian. Remember that? What is this?
Congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him on behalf of our country. I have just called President Obama to congratulate him on his victory. I had the honor of calling Senator Barack Obama to congratulate him. Please.
Hold on, guys.
I spoke to President Bush and I offered him and Laura.
I don't know if this music has a copyright. Let me turn this down. All right, I'm guessing this is going to end with Trump refusing to accept the results of the election, even though every other president in history has. Yeah, no, I'll check that out later. Thank you, War. I admit I'm ugly. Well, listen, for the longest time, I just played along. I was like, yeah, you're right. Look at this monstrosity on my fucking face, but it's like, come on, get real, guys. Fucking half of you won't show your faces. And the ones that do, look at how you look. I'll tell you who looks like Uncle Fester, who truly looks like him. MRE. You know what I mean? MRE looks like Uncle Fester without a fucking doubt. Without a doubt. Just a bald, pale kid, no facial hair, no glasses, no nothing. Just a big round fucking head. Somebody like that you can call Uncle Fester. I did a little research on your ops. They have no talent. They're boring. They're not funny. Fold the circus tent and fuck off. No, yeah, they suck. They absolutely suck. That's why nobody pays attention to anything they fucking do. I mean, of all people, do you remember who one of the first people who talked that shit about gabapentin, me taking gabapentin and trazodone, was Lefty? I swear to God. That's the stunning lack of self-awareness that we have here on MobTube. This fucking guy was ODing every night. He was doing he was like folded in half. You know what I mean? I forget what they call that. There's a funny name for it. The heroin something or the dope. Oh, fuck me. I forget the something lean, or I forget what they call it. Folded in fucking half on his fucking screen, unconscious. And then he's talking the next day about how I take gabapentin and I'm just as bad off as he is. What? Really? Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're in a different condition of health. You know what I mean? We're not affected the same at all. You know what I mean? Not at all. Why is that? Gee, because one is gabapentin and one is heroin. That's why. Topak lost a couple of toes, cheated on his wife with a horse, ripped off a lady. People don't say shit about that. No. No. But somebody like Primo will get robbed and then blame me for the next 2.5 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are so full of shit and disingenuous. It's just like when people say, like, they'll say something about me that I've done in my past, and they'll call me a scumbag for it. And it's like, but you did it too, and everybody around you did it. You know what I mean? And it's like they have no. I remember when Angel and Angela one time went after me for being a drug dealer. They literally attacked me viciously for selling drugs in a school zone. Meanwhile, sorry, Angel, I don't want to have to bring this up, but I have to. It's just a fact. Her nephew was flooding Howard Beach with Oxy, and I think the entire Howard Beach, the whole neighborhood, is fucking a school zone. No bullshit. It's like, what are you talking about? And they'll call me out and they'll say, and then, not to mention Gene Gotti. I mean, come on. The guy probably provided most of the fucking heroin in America or I'd say maybe 70% of all the America and all the heroin in America at one time came from Gene Gotti. And she was talking shit that I was a drug dealer. It's like, you guys are out of your fucking minds. What do you mean? Like, people with DUIs have bashed me about having a DUI. I've seen it with my own eyes. I seen it. These people are fucking crazy, man. They are fucking crazy. Like, they don't even think about themselves or the people around them. They just talk about shit I did. But it's the same shit everybody else has done or is currently doing. And it's like, forget about them. Don't worry about them. We're talking about FBS. I heard you were addicted to water, bro. It's very hard to kick. Be careful. I'm totally hooked on water. You got me there. Little boy blue. He needed the money. Oh, I never heard of a drug that turns you blue, but it sounds fun. That's because there isn't one. But in Joe Bates' world, when he hated me, well, he still hates me, I'm sure. But when he was really going after me, it must have been drugs I was on that was making me blue like that. They were calling me a Smurf for the longest fucking time. Unbelievable. Insane. Macaroni is desperate to be like FBS so much it drives him nuts. Yeah, and it's bizarre. It's fucking strange. I couldn't imagine being that type of person. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck that. Be who you are, Stop envying people. Totally monkeys FBS. Stop moving FBS. I'm trying to count your nose hairs. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get real close to the camera. You got the count yet? What the fuck is that? Amiodarone? What is that? I've heard about that before. What is that? Amiodarone. I don't know. I watched Lavecchia's drunk show, but got drunk myself back when I thought Bay 8th was real. I blacked out, but it all came back after a few days. That's how long I've been watching the YT programs. Yeah, so bro. You know. People are so concerned with FBS's shoes. Every time FBS talks about his Jordans, regular guy gets a hard on. They still talk about my sneakers? Are you serious? Oh my God. Unbelievable. My fucking sneakers. Meanwhile, what do you got on your feet? I can only imagine. Look at regular guy's fucking face, for Christ's sake. That's Cousin Tooth, right? I think so. I think I've asked you guys that 500 times. That fucking guy looks like he was put together in a fucking lab. You know what I mean? Like fucking Frankenstein. Nothing in his face makes sense. The shape of his face, his bone structure, his teeth, nothing. Nothing. They went after his radiators. What the fuck? No, my water heater. Yeah. This is hilarious. Yeah. Oh my God. You have no idea. I could go over things like forever. The shit and a lot of it was one person doing it, but he wasn't the only one. Just like these guys. Look how much they focused on the picture of me with all those dudes. You know how they've been focusing on that for years, but it really became a topic again a few months ago. Like you can't accept that I have friends. For some reason, you're very impressed that I have black friends, so you don't want to believe that. And whether you want to like it, whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, I absolutely belong there, whether I look like I didn't or not. And that drives them fucking crazy. You know, a lot of these people, they don't have a fucking friend in the world. I have dozens and dozens, and that shit eats them alive. Every time I do something, like even going to the park that day and walking around like that drives them insane because what is it telling them? It's telling them that everything I've told you about myself is fucking true. Everything. And everything you think of me is false. You know? Hold on. Why the fuck is my phone not working? All right. Yeah, it makes them nuts. It makes them nuts. Look, Cam, my friend. I've been my fucking friend 27 years, whatever. They say he's a homeless guy, and I just met him and all this shit. Yeah, I got pictures going back decades with him. You're right. Yeah, I just met him. It's like he's obviously got a friendship with my mother, and so does Rashid and everything else. Like, yeah, I just met these guys. Yeah, 100% right. These guys were everywhere. Like they were. I told you they were in the room when I woke up from a fucking coma. Them and four or five others. Like, and they can't stand it. It bothers them. It bothers because a lot of them they don't have a friend in the fucking world. Plus, a lot of them act like they're from the streets or they're from the hood or they're from a certain type of area, and they've denied it about me. They've refused to believe it about me, and now it's right in your fucking face. You can't deny it anymore. Everything I told you about myself is true. That's where I lived. That's how I lived. You should have seen the dude Maul. Certified goon. He was at the fucking cookout that night. He was also at the park. But we only caught each other once or twice. The first video I did from the park, you'll see me saying what's up to him, and talking to him for a minute. But he saw the park video and he was like, "Yeah, I saw you. You were talking about like this is York City right here. I'm really from here. You know what I mean?" Like he loved that shit. He's like, "You telling him about Penn Park and shit?" Yeah, of course. Of course. They don't want to believe it. You know what I mean? People don't want to believe it. You want to paint me in this image that you've created of me where I'm fucking insanely ugly. I'm enormously fucking fat. You know what I mean? I'm just grotesque looking. I have no fucking money whatsoever. I wear the worst clothes. I wear the worst everything. Everything about me is goofy. Even spending money on sneakers and shit, that's fucking goofy. My glasses are goofy. My tattoos are goofy. My fucking jewelry sucks. Everything. That's how they want to see me. And the reality of it is all of that is completely and totally false. And it's actually the exact opposite. And it eats them alive. So no matter how much they see, they still want to paint me in that light because that's what they need to believe because they're so goddamn jealous and envious of me. If you could turn me into something that doesn't count, someone that ain't shit, then you can sleep better at night. But you can't turn me into that. You can only see me that way in your fucking mind. BK just recently called me fat again. Lefty put up a title for a show that I think took place last night. I don't know. I love you guys so much. You don't even tell me. That's how little it counts. It doesn't even matter. The whole show is pointless. But he put up a title of me like 3 or 4 days ago that said that, I'm goofy and I'm built like a hard-boiled egg. I just showed a couple of different pictures of me skinny as a motherfucker, and you could see me when I stand up and shit. Like, there's no denying it, that I'm nowhere near anywhere even close to being fucking fat. But this is how they talk. Like, when I saw that Lefty's title, I said, okay, one of two things is going on. Either he's so delusional that that's how he sees me in his mind, because he hates me so much, and he wants to be better than me, and he can't be, or he knows it's true, or he knows it's false, but he'll just keep saying it anyway because it sounds good. Let's keep calling FBS fat. It never made that much sense. Even at my heaviest, I wasn't really fat. You know what I mean? But now, I mean, what are you even talking about? Look at the fucking pictures of me. I've probably posted 20 fucking pictures of myself standing up in the last 5 or 6 months. And they just still say it. What is that? That's derangement syndrome. That's what that is. You know what I mean? That's what that is. When you want to see somebody in your own light, even though the facts tell you otherwise. You know what I mean? Trump, not to get into this. But I've always said the real people with derangement syndrome are the people who are fooled by him. They see him in their own light. He's a patriot. He's great for the country. He really cares about us. He cares about the working man. He's, all this crazy shit that is absolutely 1000% false. Facts tell us this. His whole history tells us this. Everything in his life that he's done before this tells us he's an animal, but they don't want to see him that way, so they won't. They see him as this perfect guy who we need to run this country. And all that stuff in the past, that's nothing. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. They do with me. You know what I mean? The derangement syndrome is that everything you're seeing and everything I've told you about myself are absolute facts, yet you in your mind must see me another way. No matter how much the facts contradict what you're saying, or maybe I shouldn't have said it. No matter how much the facts prove you wrong, no matter how much the facts prove you wrong, like everything you guys have said about me has turned out to be bullshit. You know what I mean? And everything I've told you about myself has turned out to be true, but yet you refuse to accept the truth for what it is. That's derangement syndrome. There's fucking FBSDS going on in this motherfucker. Fat Bald-Sicilian derangement fucking syndrome. Yeah, but it wasn't even that then. That I had that when I first had when I had the 10% heart failure. Yeah, I was blue. It was crazy. Like seriously. But that, that's because my heart was so weak. That night, I just happened, the chair just slipped on the fucking floor. I didn't even slip. The chair slipped. We were watching live. The look on FBS's face, you can't fake that look. Oh, with what? I don't even know. Oh, fuck. I'm not sure what you're talking about. FBS, the course for drug and alcohol counseling is about 18 to 24 months. I think there are a lot of options. Plus, Kimberly Berlin. Yeah, I know. I got to someday focus on that for real because that's what I want to do. Benny Fazio. Thank you, Or. Ostrich head. Was that another one they say or something? What is that? He was doing the heroin shuffle there, our videos. Oh, of course. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I have some of them. Nuts. Unless you live in the cornfields, everywhere is a school zone. Yeah, exactly. But they were like going hard at me, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, no offense. Like when Angel was doing that, I'm like, you're fucking uncle. And I'm maybe exaggerating about all of America, but flooded New York with heroin for years. For years. And so did Quack Quack and, whoever else was in on it. John Carneglia and, all these guys that were close to you. Like, but some that you're actually blood related to. And you're talking about me selling fucking small amounts of cocaine? What? These people are out of their fucking minds. They're out of their minds. Guys, if I lost another 25 fucking pounds, they'd still be calling me fat. I heard one time a psychologist say that if you love somebody, like for example, say you're deeply in love with your wife, and maybe when you met your wife, she was perfect. She had a perfect body, she's beautiful. You know what I mean? If you stay deeply in love with her, no matter what happens to her, no matter how much her face changes or with age, no matter how much her body changes, she gains weight, you will always see her with that perfect image in your mind. Okay? It works the other way too. If you hate somebody, you will paint a picture of them in your head, and that's the image you will always see them in. Always. No matter what happens, no matter how much the facts tell a different story, it doesn't fucking matter. That really is some psychological shit. And for Lefty to call me fat is like he's literally delusional. He's delusional. You're looking at a person who's quite obviously not fat, and you're still calling him fat. Not to mention, Lefty, for you to talk about anybody's body type, you're a fucking skeleton, bro. You're a skeleton. Bro, if I hit you in the fucking chest, I'd kill you, bro. Seriously, like you got nothing to you. Nothing. There's no meat on your bones. You're a fucking tiny little frail dude, and you're unhealthy as a motherfucker. You're talking about people's body types? Jesus Christ. Even if I was fat, I'd be healthier looking than you are. For fuck's sake, I'm not covered in scabs and all disgusting like you. The fuck are you talking about? It's just like with the father thing. Oh my God, when that fucking fruit, that asshole that was hanging out with Bay 8th and them, that fucking weirdo kid, that loser, when he was hanging out with them and he told them all these bullshit stories. I used to steal presents from under the Christmas tree, my daughter's presents, and I fucking was a deadbeat dad and all this crazy shit. I barely ever saw my daughter. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get a custody agreement from the courthouse that proves that I had equal custody of my daughter. Not to mention, I lived with her every single day till she was like, a little over 7 years old. And then I had equal custody of her, the rest of the time until I decided it'd be okay for her to go live with her mom when she was like 16 years old. And they just kept on saying it. It didn't even matter. It's like, you have a legal document here proving that what you're saying is wrong, but you'll say it anyway because you just want me to be that. In your image, I must have been a deadbeat dad. So you'll just say I was. It's unbelievable, man. Yeah. I mean, guys, not to be a dick and keep showing this, but you've seen this. Like, this is from literally, like, when was that? That was like the 3rd week of July, maybe 4th week, something like that. I think it was July 21st, somewhere around then. Like a month ago. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh my God, he's fat. You just keep saying he's fat. Fucking BK, chubby little fucking weirdo fruit pussy. This dickhead with his titties hanging. You see one of his nipples right through his fucking shirt. His titties hang so low. It obviously got a big belly. Pale as a motherfucker. Looks like a vampire. And he calls me fat every chance he gets. Fat boy. Yeah, fat boy over there. Fat boy. That's how he says it, like the fucking weirdo that he is. I never heard anybody talk like that. Oh, yeah, fat boy. Fat boy. It's like, what the fuck are you talking? Is this a projection, bro? You look at yourself in the mirror and you see me as the same weight as you or something? What the fuck? FBS DS. Yeah, no shit. That's what it is. The entire chat went German. That's that I would expect that in MRE's chat, not here. Oh yeah, I know Jane Creek, that old bullshit story. Yeah. Oh, they used the money to pay women's rent and old ladies' rent and stuff. Yeah, that's what they did with it. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't fucking Gas Pipe used to wear $1 million pinky ring? I believe. The fucking diamond was so big in it. It was a fucking $1 million, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what they did with their drug money. You know what I mean? That's what they did. And they gambled it. They gambled it all away. I got to get down here a little bit. FBS showed the paperwork. I always do. It's like Chicago said on this show earlier. When you got nothing to hide, nothing's a problem. It's like, okay, you found a case that's sealed. You didn't even find it. I showed them that case a long time ago. I had no fucking idea it was sealed. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? How would I? I never, I'm me. First of all, if I went to get it, they'd give it to me. Like, I had no idea it was fucking sealed. I guess Kasparoza found that out for Angel. They already knew about the case, but I guess Kasparoza found out it was sealed. And it's like, I'm a rat all of a sudden. It's like, okay, I'll go get the paperwork. I'll show you the case. And I did. And didn't matter. Didn't matter. I'm still a rat. You're talking about a guy who got, what was the sentence exactly? 6 to 23 months in the county for a fucking selling 1.43 grams of cocaine. If I was a rat, I was the worst rat in history. I got more. I should have got fucking probation, honestly, even with a fucking prior. And that's the lowest they would go. And you're fucking talking about a rat? Oh my God. Oh my God. Meanwhile, MRE's case, a case that couldn't be more clear cut. Anybody with that case is 1,000% a rat. And they're like, he's not a rat. Not a rat. But FBS is a rat because he has a sealed case. Oh, really? Well, he has a case that could have gotten him 20 fucking years and it vanished. The state courthouse or the county courthouse said that it was forwarded to the feds. The feds picked it up. They absolutely did. That's a fact. But then when I called the federal courthouse, they don't even have a case with the last name Colacone anywhere in history. So the case fucking vanished, but the feds picked it up and they never did anything with it. Feds don't pick up cases not to do anything with them. When they pick up cases, they win. They got like a 97% fucking win rate now. You know what I mean? And we're supposed to believe the feds picked it up and then just decided, nah, it's all good. He lied. He lied about buying the guns legally. And then them, wanting to give his bulletproof vest back. And all. He lied. He said he bought the guns legally. That's why they dismissed the case. No, you did not. It says literally for as the only reason for that case, the state dismissing the charges is that the federal government was picking it up. And nothing ever happened. That was his second gun case. He didn't do a day in jail. And he still has a sealed folder. And they're like, no, he's not a rat. What are you, crazy? But we saw a case, even though FBS proved it to us, he showed us the minutes, as they call it, and fucking his sentence and everything else. And we saw that his sentence was probably too much for the crime. But we're still going to call him a rat anyway. It's amazing. Then some other guy says something, and then I'm a rat for that. I'm a rat no matter what. That's what you want. Okay. Thank you, Miss Campione. Straight out of the Nazi propaganda playbook. If you repeat a lie over and over, it becomes the truth. That's Trump's motto. You know that, right? He said that to people, many, many people. That's his thing. That's what he tells people. I don't care what it is. If you say it enough times, people will believe it. That's what he tells his people. You know what I mean? He teaches them to do just that. And he tells them, I don't care how untrue it is. If you say it enough times, people will believe it. And apparently he's right. You know, Paulie Walnuts came in here the other day and said Trump didn't even know about Project 2025. No offense, Paulie, but you have to be mentally ill or just the biggest sucker in the world with zero street smarts to think that. The fucking guy is involved in every way, shape, and form. All his people are involved. Like, there's no question. You have to be, at this point, you'd have to be out of your mind to say otherwise. And he's like, no, Trump said he isn't, so he isn't. Trump said he never even heard of Project 2025. You know how crazy you got to be to believe that? All his people are working on Project 2025. You know, like, but if you say it enough times, I guess people believe it, right? Some people, not most. Oh, yeah, of course. Guys, you going to donate? Help me out here. Come on, donations. JGB Australian $7.99. Thanks for kicking some over to the slick one for me, mate. Did I do that? I don't even remember doing that. Did I? Like who, Miss Campion? Who? Oh, you talking about BK or something? Yeah. My wife still takes my breath away every time she walks into the room. Fact. Mine too. Mine too. You could murder punch Lefty. Anybody could. It's not just me. It's anybody. Ryan Locedo. Oh, that guy. What about him? Yeah, they fucking tortured him just for coming on this show and being a fucking gentleman. Chris, you have given your family, friends, and subscribers the best gift ever. You're clean and sober. For me, it's imperative to present my best version. To mine, the haters can wallow in addiction. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the kind words you always give me. Was it 100 G's? I thought it was $1,000,000. You get the best of foods, the best of wines. They don't know what to do for you. Yeah, I know. I love that fucking interview. Let me see something. Trying to find the price of the pinky ring. I can't. It's not like everything else. There's no easy. There's nothing that just shows me. I put in gas pipe pinky ring. I don't know. I thought it was $1,000,000. Everything is fucked up. Wait, War. You know you don't want the fifth, the fury. Yeah, no shit. I'm terrified. Dave, everything is fucked up on here. We see Pizza abuse Leon, and some people say he doesn't abuse him. What the fuck? I told you, they see what they want to see, or they're so full of shit, that even though they know it's true, they'll just say it isn't. They don't give a fuck that they're lying. They just won't give in. It's like the people who say MRE isn't a neo-Nazi. You got to be a fucking deacon not to realize that he is. You know he is, but you can't say it because you want to continue to support him. And how would that make you look? So as long as you deny that he's a neo-Nazi, you could always say, hey, I just never believed it. If I believed he was a neo-Nazi, I never would have supported him. You believe it. You do. Gas pipe killed his architect because he couldn't find French windows that they don't make in America. The guy was nuts. He was an absolute lunatic. Crazy body count. Obama said what FBS and meant it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Benny? What is so bad about Project 2025? You read it? You sure? All 900 pages? Well, you wouldn't be saying that. No American in the world, no matter who you are, no matter how much of a conservative or anything, would look at that and say, yeah, that'd be good for America. You know what I mean? What's bad about it? Ending no fault divorce. You know what I mean? Ending abortion with no exceptions. Using the military to break up protests. Ending Social Security, raising the retirement age to 69. You know what I'm saying? There's some of those things. And many, many more. Many, many more. Oh, firing 70,000 federal workers and filling all those spots with fucking Trump loyalists, which, by the way, they're doing right now. I just watched the video of a guy from Project 2025. It's on their website. They want you to apply and basically take a loyalty test. So they can, on day one, if Trump wins, they can fill those slots with Trump loyalists. So they can basically bypass Congress, and do whatever the fuck they want. It's a horrible, horrible thing. What's so bad about it? I want to know what you said Obama said, because if you're talking about the lie thing, you're full of shit. No, he didn't. If you're a fascist, you'll love Project 2025. Yeah. We're trying to get gay MRE into a mental house. Oh, yeah, that's what a mental house. I never heard it called that. That's what you're working on. That's what you're working on. Well, good luck. He doesn't have to be anywhere for being gay. Being gay is fine. Being mental, though, yeah. Okay, Benny Fazio, you're full of shit, bro. You're absolutely full of shit. You don't know what I read. But I want you to tell me, what was the Obama thing? What are you talking about? And I'm not reading, I'm not regurgitating CNN talking points. This is shit that's in Project 2025. And by the way, even if CNN was just saying what's in Project 2025, it's not talking points. It's the facts of what's in Project 2025. I know. It's well, I want to know what he said that Obama said. What are you talking about, Benny? I want to know. Yeah, I'll drop the link for him. Fucking what's bad about Project 2025? Well, gee, the whole world must think it's bad, Benny, because Trump is doing everything in his power to distance himself from it. Everything he can. You know what I mean? How do you know I haven't read it? How do you know I haven't read it? How do you know that? I'm just out of curiosity. Are you like everybody else? You're in my head. How do you know I didn't read it? I'm curious. Tell me. And tell me what Obama said. I want to know. And by the way, I dropped a link for you. Of course I will. Of course. And then I'll take them apart piece by piece. I don't know. That's how people, because people, when you argue from the chat, you just put whatever nonsense you want in the chat, and nobody can really go back and forth with you about it, or at least you'll just dip, or you won't respond to anything I say. You'll just keep putting bullshit in the chat. You said I did read it. Yeah. So what if I did read it? How do you know that you're saying I didn't? How would you know I didn't? Besides, by the way, anybody who wants to read, if I was you, I'd read it. You could go to, I think, Midas Touch. You go to KamalaHarris.com, I believe, and download the whole fucking thing. It's 900 pages. Or you can go to videos like, this is fuck out of here. Fish. What do you want?
Well, you wanted to talk about it. Who do you think that Benny DeFazio was?
That's you. Well, why are you even
That's
here?
me, cuz. That's me.
That's me, cuz.
It was me.
Yeah. Well, why are you constantly in my chat, bro? You know I don't like you, right?
I'm not constantly in your chat. I like to come in and
bro, how many
balls.
different names? You were Clarence Thomas. How many other fucking names were you in this chat, bro?
I'd say a couple.
You actually look like a fish. I'm looking at your eyes now. You kind of actually do.
Yeah, blowfish.
A little bit.
And you do look like fucking Uncle Fester, cuz when you put the picture up,
what picture?
There is a serious resemblance. You put the picture of Fester up earlier.
Let me see.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a resemblance now, cuz now don't deny it.
There's a resemblance between me and this guy.
Absolutely.
What's the resemblance?
You're looking at it.
You stutter and mumble and prick you. What's the same between me and Uncle Fester?
You're bald.
Exactly. You suck, Fish. Get the fuck out of here. I don't like you. It's enough for Fish. Fish can go away. And now that I know you're Fish, dickhead, you are absolutely 100% blocked. You're bold. You're bold. Stupid ass. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for everything. For the people who did donate, Robert B., Christopher Welty, and JGB, I appreciate it. No cash today. No cash, but that's all right. Let me do one other thing. There you go. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll be back tomorrow in the morning, and then tomorrow night, either Freestyle Friday or Politics Show. We'll see. I love you all, and until next time, salute.